Jackson on the carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. A second down throw for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run with Mack, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, that's Mack. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. The play clock's running down. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Locke. Setting up the screen to Pirine. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the busted contact. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And that is going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go now.
Here's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Love. And he fires one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a carry for Perine. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to run now. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. How about the run Adam Vinatieri had? 2015, 25 straight to close it out. 2016, 19 more to set the all-time record of 44 straight field goals. He's been doing it for a long time. Could he be a first-ballot Hall of Famer?
Well, let me ask you, do you think so?
It would tell me that the game has evolved the way people think, and I think he deserves it.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down now after the incompletion. They go play action. Winston. It's complete to Turbin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sonic, watch twin. Watch twin. Let's go now.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
3 down. Ready. Move ready.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Love. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an...
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now it's Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is Jackson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. One receiver to the left is Evans. They come out here in the I. Ball on the 3. 3rd down and goal. They'll run it with Jackson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. So Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Keep 15. Keep 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
Again, here's P. Ryan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On third down, that's Mack, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Again, it's Cohen. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run again with Pirine. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. the ground. This is Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On play action, Winston. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 36. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Second down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Jameis on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Luck now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Luck. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Throwing now, Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Luck. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
One back.
Now Pirine. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Luck going to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Winston now to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this looks to probably be the final play.
Easy, easy, easy. Be right.
They'll run it here with Pirine. Finding some room at midfield. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit.